books, let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback keeps it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Using his legs, it's Hayden. Oh, what a move. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be...
Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You gotta love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Houston wants to play fast. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Houston.
This This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Motion from the back. Lewis wants to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Gets the back moving. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Smashes through the tackle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that in?
Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's got him this time. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. This is a design run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Timeout, Colorado.
First down here for the offense. Lewis to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougar! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner will field it and try to do some business. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Houston.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll go back to work on offense. Johnson looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown
most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
That's caught. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Gain of
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Lewis wants to pass. Right on the money. Touchdown, Colorado! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by just one over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thurman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. Might be changing the route. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Cougars have it with a first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing him in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Houston has it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Using his feet. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! They take the lead with the 6.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hayden. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Lewis wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Lewis to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The play action fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Now, this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he pulls it again. He's been doing it time and time again. This defense has not changed up enough, the picture, the look, to make it harder for this QB to make different decisions or make difficult ones.
A run for the quarterback. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he's dragged down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Quick timeout call by the defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Houston trying to hold on and run out the clock. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the move. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Second down coming up.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones We were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew